Hello there, YouTube. Here's another one of my wood gas stoves. This time we're using, here's the label, 22 ounce. It's a short fat can. Okay, this is Ocean Spray Cranberries. I lost the label. This is shorter than a vegetable can. If you look at a vegetable can, it is shorter. That's why I picked this, because I didn't want that in there. I wanted it up a little higher. This will be better. Okay. This can came out to have 10 holes. It was just almost 10 inches around, so I put a hole every inch. These are half-inch holes, 10 of them. I did this to burn the glue off with my butane torch. That way it's gone before it gets hot. That way it's already removed. It's going to be burned anyway. Okay, this is half-inch holes, but there's 9. Okay. The way this came out, it came out to 9, if I remember right. I should have counted them before I done this, but I am positive they're 9. Yep, 9. 9 half-inch, 9 3/8. Here I have a series of holes of 8s. So there's 24 1/8-inch holes, and then I put a big hole in the middle just for the fun of it. That should give me enough air to the bottom. So I don't want to lose my chips and sticks out the bottom so easily. I just don't want to take the hassle of putting screen in. These holes, I didn't worry too much about the inside being jagged. Here, like I always do, I'll take emery paper, sandpaper, my file, make these as clean as possible. See how far I kept the holes down, because I want to make sure to clear. Okay, I ground this out. This is not pulled over. This is all cut out and ground exactly the best I get it. Exactly. To get it to fit this. Now I have some of this epoxy stuff. I don't know if it'll stand up the heat. I think I've experimented with it before. Because I believe the tighter this more airtight this is, the better it is. But it goes in here very well. I may put some of that around it. As you can see when you look up in the holes, it keeps that above the holes a ways. I didn't want to lower these holes too far. I wanted to keep them up from the edge of the can. Get rid of that noise up there. When you drill your bottom holes, put your lid back on. I tap these with a hammer really well. I mean, I'll pound on them quite a while and make sure, because these lids are real flimsy. They're not as good as a regular can lid. They seem to flip and warp. And after burning a few times and getting some stuff in there, they seem, the sappy wood and stuff, they seem to get glued in there pretty well. Now this will move, but I don't think that's too big of a deal. I may put some of that stuff on there just for the fun of it to see how it lasts. 9 holes. Top and bottom of the inner cans. This came out to be 10 inches. Maybe it was like 1/8 of an inch off. But I take my piece of paper and wrap around there and mark it so I can get as close as I can. And that's all we'll cover on how this is made. So I thought I'd show this, at least that size bean can. And this is your common cranberry can. If you're in the store shopping, you can just pick up the bean can, pick up your cranberries. You'll be able to tell. This has that lip almost all the way gone. You have that one outer ridge where it's a raised ridge. I don't have a lid that big. Like, say it would be this ridge. It's almost all gone. I took my Dremel. You can cut it. You can bend it over like I did other ones and slide it. I want to make this as perfect as I can. So I think when I first start burning it, I'm going to put some of that stuff on here. That way, I will know if it has a better burn if it's super airtight up here. If it does burn off and it gets worse, we'll know that I need to find a way to put these together better. I have tried soldering with a big soldering iron. You can't solder. I've tried using my micro butane torch. It may get the metal red. I've even used some plumber's flux and solder. I can't get nothing to solder these tin cans together. So I'm out of luck there. Anything I've tried has not worked. If you tap on this, you might knock it through, so I would be careful if this fits in here to be pounded on, make it a little tight. I think I'll put some of that stuff around it. Next video you will see on this will be a burn video of it, just to see how good it burns. I haven't came up with any real good pot stands yet, but there is room to put some of that hardware cloth or gutter guard in here. There's a nice lip to do that. That might be what I go with. But I just burned this glue off. I scraped off. I burned it off now. That way it's burnt. It's gone. It went off in the air, fumed off. Because it's going to get hot anyway, because they do stain real bad from where the glue is. And that's the only way to get it off. I've tried alcohol and denature, rubbing, everything. Different types of alcohol. But enough of that. Don't want this one too long for the first part. The second part will be a burn video. Thanks for watching.